We're currently living in a predominantly urban world. From the year 1990 to 2000, the number of people globally living in urban areas rose by 25%. Here in the UK, 84% of the entire population live in cities. That's a staggering 56.5 million people. Unlike the well-known impacts urban life can have on our physical health, like pollution and sedentary lifestyles, there is little known about the implications this rapid modern urbanization can have on our mental well-being.
The correlation between noisy and busy city environments and poor mental health has been investigated since the 19th century, where in 1839 a Danish doctor based in Copenhagen, Dr. Jens Rasmussen Huberts, inquired into the prevalence of Seelenkrank, diseases of the mind. He discovered that mental illnesses were indeed more prevalent in urban areas, which has also been confirmed in more recent studies. The risk of developing disorders such as depression and anxiety is significantly higher to those living in urban areas.
The question now, though, is why? We all know how heavily we as humans rely on nature for things like food, timber, water. But what's often overlooked is how important nature can be for benefiting our mental health.
To gain a better insight into this, I've come to Stoke Park to meet with Dr. Mark Abrahams, a senior lecturer of conservation science at the University of the West of England. Mark's bond with nature leads him to British forests where he can spend his time foraging for various plants and fungi. After an insightful foraging session, we sat down to discuss Mark's perspective on how nature has an impact on one's mental well-being.
So I program lead wildlife conservation degrees and conservation-related degrees. And like some of the themes of the course are connectedness with nature, and some of the themes are the idea that you can be a wildlife conservationist who also thinks that human well-being is really important. You can advocate for the protection of nature without thinking that you need to separate people from nature. So it's nice to get students out into a grassland or a woodland and talk about the benefits that you can get from nature. So yeah, I think it would really benefit everybody to get out and go walking in nature, but I understand that the reasons why people don't. It might be easier for some people to do that than others. It's kind of ironic that probably people who have more stresses and difficulties in their life also have less access to beautiful green spaces to go out. It wouldn't have to be foraging. It could be anything. It could be wildlife photography. It could be plant ID. It could be anything. It just so happens that I like eating stuff. So for me, it's foraging. But yes, it's important for me at least to help manage stress.